Hey there Facebook, it is Vanessa here again, your motivational speaker, trainer and head coach from Live, Love, Give. And I'm bringing you this random message because I've just gotten off an amazing coaching session with a beautiful human being that I absolutely love getting to coach. And I wanted to share something that I felt would be really super valuable for each and every one of you out there. I know I've got a ton of value from it, and I've just introduced my client to it as well. And I couldn't hang on. I needed to share it with you guys right now. So what it is that ultimately, the sooner we get it, the fact that we are all things, every single human being is all, the whole spectrum of human emotion, human trait, we are all things. And the sooner we get this message, the sooner we can bring ourselves back into balance, and we can, operate from a place of empowerment and not judgment and repression of different parts of who we are. Because when we stay stuck repressing certain parts of ourselves and taking on a particular role about who we think we need to be or should be, we ultimately diminish the trust that we have within ourselves. And from that place, we get trapped in these negative, unhealthy cycles, and we go from one extreme to the other. We experience the lows and the highs. We go from depression to elation, and we don't feel like we're in control of ourselves and our own experience. And we wonder why we do these stupid things or make these poor decisions that jeopardize the very things that we value most in our lives. So I wanted to give you guys the exercise that I gave this beautiful client of mine. And really what that is we need to identify what parts of ourselves we've been repressing. And it's really hard. Like I challenged my client, I said, what parts of yourself do you feel like you've been repressing, suppressing? And because we already knew sort of what role they would sort of, tapping into and sort of playing in their lives, that kind of, living in those traits that they get acknowledged for, they get connection for, and all of those sorts of things. And that's fine. Like they are all those great things as well. But what parts of ourselves are we repressing? And they very openly and honestly said, gee, that's just like so challenging. Like I don't even know where to start. Like I don't know how to identify what I've been repressing or suppressing. And so from that place, yeah, of course it's difficult because we've been repressing those parts of ourselves, even to ourselves, and we're unconscious to the fact. So a great strategy and exercise that I'd love to share with you guys is to pick a person in your life, whether you know them personally or you don't, and somebody that, kind of rubs you the wrong way, like you have a lot of judgment around. And I want you to identify who is that person and list out, 3 or 4 or 5 or more traits within them that really rub you the wrong way. Like, maybe you think they're selfish. Maybe you think they're closed-minded. Maybe you think they're just judgmental. Whatever it is, whatever pops into your mind about this person that kind of triggers you and like gets under your skin a bit, identify what those traits are. Then the second part is I want you to identify somebody, whether you know them personally, they're in your life, or they're just somebody outside of you who you really admire, and you really just think they're just an extraordinary quality of human being. And I want you to identify what are those 3, 4, 5 or more traits within them that you really admire. Maybe you see, their kindness, their generosity, their ability to see the best in others and build another person up rather than tear them down. Whatever it is that you identify within that person that you admire, list out those traits. And then what I want you to do is the more challenging part. I want you to look at all those traits that you've identified, and I want you to own them within yourself. So look at each one of the negative traits that you saw in that person that you just rubs you the wrong way, and all of those positive traits that you saw in that person that you really admire and think is an extraordinary quality of human being. And I want you to own all of those particular traits within yourself. How is it in your life, wherever it is, how are you just as selfish as that person that you've been judging to be selfish? Where is it? And I challenge you to find it. And I'm telling you, the sooner you find that you are equally in the same way as these other people in all of the negatives and the positives, because it's those parts of ourselves that we suppress in those negative traits that put us into this disconnection, and we're not being honest with ourselves, we're not being true to ourselves, and there's this lack of integrity within the self when we don't own all traits within ourselves. It doesn't mean that we have to live that way. It just means that we have to identify and come to a level of understanding that we have that within us. And then secondly, with that person that we're really admiring, that is shining lights on the parts of us that we are also suppressing, and the parts of us that we value so much, and that is guiding you towards your highest version of yourself. When you step more fully into living in those traits and owning those within yourself, and owning how you too, are generous, you are kind, you whatever you've listed on that list of traits, identify and clarify and own those parts of you as well. Because the sooner we do, we come back into equilibrium and we get true and honest with ourselves. And from that place, that is where you start moving forward, you start growing, you start progressing, you start gaining momentum, confidence, courage, all of the great stuff. So I really challenge you to take on that exercise. I'd absolutely love to hear from you. Anybody who's willing to take on the challenge and identify the person in their lives that they judge so heavily, and identify those traits and own them, and find those examples as to how they are all of those things, just as equally in different ways, whatever. And also identifying that person they admire so greatly, identifying the traits and owning all of those traits equally within the self as well. So really hope you guys give this a go. I hope this random Facebook Live has been valuable to you guys. I'll do a quick check-in, just about to head to bed and get back into my Byron Katie book. I can't wait. A Mind at Home with Itself. I'm super excited about it. It's amazing already. And I've got Hassani and Judy and Elizabeth and Stephanie and Lewis and Jace and Osman and Tahia and Elliot and Brian and Maggie and Terrence and Luke and Mel and Nancy and Sharat and Richard. How do you learn all this stuff? Richard, I'm a learning machine. I just can't stop. I don't know. I'm addicted to learning. I'm addicted to just being a guinea pig with all of the tools, the self-development stuff that's out there, and anything that I find valuable, I love getting to share it with you guys. So I don't know. I'm just addicted, I guess. Thanks for the question, Richard. And MHD, hi to you, and same to you, and Thomas, and Tomakan, and Gianni, and Lucy, and MHD, love from Qatar. So thank you so much for being here. And Rayan and Hassani. Hassani, oh my gosh, I just slipped back. I had a slip. That's awesome. I didn't even think about the positive traits that I've been suppressing. Absolutely. There's so much power in that, because the positive traits that you see and admire in another is really your higher self. You are seeing your higher self, and the more you can identify and get clarity over exactly what those traits are, you can bring them more fully into your life, start stepping into them, and that is where freedom is. That's where you start unleashing your greatness. So love that that's triggered that for you. Hassani, thank you so much for being here. As always, appreciate you. And Jolene and Gabrielle and Raquel and Mark, I'm loving that you're finding that a great exercise. As I said, love to hear from you guys. Anybody who's willing to give that exercise a go. And you're so welcome, Chris. Thanks for being here. And Ashley and Jared's here. I love it. And Jen and Robbie and Mario and Ramon, hello, always ready to learn something new. Absolutely, I love that. And Mohammed, thanks for being here. And greetings to you, Jen and Osman, thank you. And Mario, been trying to contact you without success. I'm sorry, Mario. I will check my inbox for you. I'm about to sign off for the night, but I will check that and make sure I get back to you directly tomorrow, Mario. Thank you for the heads up and letting me know. My inbox is completely swamped, so I must apologize to each and every one of you. If you have been trying to contact me through Facebook Messenger, I encourage you to send me an email to my business email at vanessajanepatrick.com. That is your best avenue of getting in contact with me if it's anything urgent in particular, because like I said, my Facebook Messenger is completely swamped and I am going to be working through that, but just rest assured I will get back to you. But thank you so much for the heads up there, Mario. And Moises, thanks for being here. And Hassani, do you have a note-taking system to keep track of all of your learnings? Funny you should ask me that, because I've just created a system today because I'm expanding my team, which is amazing because I really needed some help and support in all that I do so that I really want to be developing some amazing content programs for you guys so I can help you close the gap in terms of your results. And I love sharing all these tidbits and amazing learnings and insights with you, but I really want to help you to really get traction and see the progress. So I really want to focus on the development of a couple of programs that I've got running around in my mind that I just want to share so badly with you guys. Hassani, what I've been doing today is getting on Google Drive, which I just find an absolute godsend for creating a system that I can share in real time with my team members. And so that's what I've been doing. And before that, it's been very disjointed. I've just kind of been using notes on my phone and computer because it syncs with iCloud, and it's been disjointed, but I've now got a system in place on Google Drive and I love it. But I know you are the apps man, so let me know if there's something out there that I should be looking at. I'd appreciate that so much. And Jace, yes, done this many times with people I know, find it helps me to grow to be the best me I can be. That's awesome, Jace. So awesome to hear that. And thank you, MHD. I appreciate your words of encouragement, and thank you so much. And Shane's here. I love it. And my mum Nicole and Andre and Soya Cairo, thanks for being here. And yes, MHD, great. You know, they say the worst better than better memory. So always write down your ideas, guys. Write your learning process. Have a great day all. Awesome. Thank you for sharing your insights there, MHD. Appreciate it so much. So guys, that is it from me today. I just wanted to shoot this next random quick Facebook Live for you guys because I just really wanted to share that valuable exercise with you guys that my beautiful client reminded me of. So I just wanted to get it out there now because I've got too many things I want to share with you guys, particularly because I've been at these events of Tony Robbins, Gary Vaynerchuk, and Byron Katie, and I've just got so many things I want to share with you. So I've had to do a double one today. Hope you don't mind. Hope it was valuable. And Kamal, good morning to you. It's nighttime here. I'm about to sign off, get into my book, go to bed, and I will see you all tomorrow. So I'm sending you all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you to wherever you are in the world today, day or night. I will see you guys tomorrow, and I'm sending you so much love and appreciation to all of you guys who were able to jump on this random Facebook Live and join me. So much love to you guys, and see you all tomorrow.